6:30. I'm going to call this meeting of the Troy Board of Aldermen to order. We have a quorum present. I ask you all to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you everybody for being here tonight. I want to take a moment to make a couple of announcements, if you'll indulge me that. First of all, we have a introduction. Our longtime Public Works Director, Jeff Bergkemper, retired, as you all know, and today is the first meeting of his replacement. So I'd like to introduce and give a warm welcome to Mr. Ryan Rockwell, our new Public Works. Ryan comes to us from O'Fallon, spent many years there in the public works sector and bring a lot of experience. First of many meetings he'll get to enjoy with us. So, welcome. Thank you. Secondly, as you all know or may not know, we have another retirement coming up. Just a few days, our police chief will be retiring from us. So tonight we would like to have a little open house reception. You're all invited to join that after the end of open session. It'll be back in the cafeteria at the west end of the building. Just go through the double doors, turn to the right. Follow the hallway all the way as far west as you can get, and the ladies will be back there. We'll have some cake and punch, and you can visit with Jeff, extend their congratulations and thank you. And if you just want to give him a piece of your mind while you're eating cake, you can do that too. So. Anyway, you all are welcome to do that. We will go into closed, so we'll close the open session. We'll go into executive, and you all can go back there, and we'll join you as soon as we get done. So. Okay, with that, we will get on to the business at hand. First of all, I'd like to, the chair will entertain a motion to adopt the agenda and approve the consent calendar with, I have one exception. Under the finance department, it's item 4 on the front page, letter J. I'd like to strike that, remove that. We didn't get those. The auditor didn't supply the necessary documents in time, so we'll have that on for next month, so it'll just be removed. That's all I have. If you'd like to make a motion to approve the consent, or if anyone would like to remove something, now would be the time.
I'd like to remove C4, 7B.
C4 and 7B.
I would like to pull 4A.
Okay, under the finance department, utility billing, is that the one?
No, under committee reports. I have a question under 4A.
I'm not seeing that one, or
4A is the Troy Convention this year's spirit.
2B, 4A.
okay, under 2B, thank you.
I've got, Mayor.
Certainly.
I'd like to remove 2C1.
Okay, so it'll be the police department report. Got that one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I got these checked right. 2B. 4A.
Yes.
Okay. And then 2B. What was the other one, Dennis? Oh, I'm sorry, C4.
C4, 7B.
I'm not seeing C4. Help me. What number is it?
It's right here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think we just did 7B. C70 is a
2, 4,
2,
7.
2 and 11.
Roman numeral 2. Go to the second page, or back page,
That's
7B.
Okay, so 7B is approved amendment of employee personnel guidelines, so we got that one. Are you pulling the entire finance department report? Is that your intention?
Who?
You.
No, just 7B. That's the only thing I'm doing.
Okay, look, someone said C4.
Terry did, but it was the wrong signature.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so that was correct. So we got 7B, the Roman numeral 2B, 4A, and we got item J removed, and then 7B. I'm sorry. C1. Okay, I think we got it all straight. Can I get a motion to approve the consent calendar?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Law, second by Alderwoman Dooner. Call the roll, please.
Laws,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Peter,
Yeah.
Buhner. Yes. Turner,
Yes.
Huffman.
Yes.
Motion carries, thank you. Okay, under committee reports, item B, 4A, appointment to Convention Visitor Bureau.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just had a question. I see that Wendy Noble is from Ellsbury and Hank Wiley is from Winfield. Why are we picking people that aren't from Troy?
Okay, they represent businesses here. So we had a representative from Woods Ford. She was no longer able to fulfill her duties, so Wendy Noble will be taking her place. And Hank Wiley is with Southern Grace Coffee, which is another business on Cherry Street. So they meet the requirements due to their business ownership in the city. We don't have a residence requirement under the CBB.
That's all I wanted to know.
Okay, can I get a motion on that item, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, we have Laws and Dooner. Call the roll, please.
Laws,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Buhner. Yes. Turner,
Yes.
Huffman.
Yes.
Motion carries, thank you. Okay, under Police Department, item 1C1.
Yes, I just
Alderman Wallace, go ahead.
Thank you. I just wanted to call out, it was actually an incident that happened just down the street on January 10th, where we had some of our law enforcement officers respond to check the welfare of a child. And the situation turned into, after some further investigation, 8 children, small children, were taken from that home. Was in deplorable conditions, bugs, feces, some things that probably you don't see every day, rotting food. I think the initial call came where some children were trying to get out the front screen window. When officers went, according to the report, when officers went to the residence, the person that answered the door said, well, we didn't hear the knock on the door, everything's fine. The officers probed a little bit further and asked if they could check the welfare of the children, and it was just a deplorable situation. I think if the officer said that is fine, it sounds like everything's good, and hadn't investigated further, we'd have 8 kids at risk of severe harm. And I just want to applaud the law enforcement's extra steps in doing that. It kind of personally hits home. I see in the report Detective Greg Turner and as well as Lieutenant Chad McAllister are noted, but I know that there were more than just those involved. I started my career in Lincoln County in the early 90s as a juvenile officer and worked for Division Youth Services and worked on child fatality death panels, and this is something that isn't always on the front page of the news, but again, just kind of reliving, looking at this report, I felt like the officers went above and beyond. I just wanted to publicly thank them for what they do in keeping the citizens of Troy safe, and especially the children of the city of Troy and Lincoln County. So thank you.
Very good, yes, thank you very much.
I'd like to comment on that with the police department. Jeff, been a friend, neighbor for many years. I thank you for your service. We think you've done an excellent job. Thank you.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve item C1, please?
Make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Horner, seconded by Alderwoman Huffman. Call the roll, please.
Horner?
Yes.
Huffman?
Yes.
Laws?
Yes.
Wallace?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
Junior? Yes.
Motion carries, thank you. Okay, 7B, approve amendment to employee personnel guideline take-home vehicle policy. This was an attempt to kind of tighten up our policy, so Alderman Dieter would like to have some further discussion on that.
Okay, I'm assuming that the red is the only thing that's been changed, everything else is the same, nothing else has been modified, deleted, or?
Correct. The red language indicates in addition to the policy. The strike-through portion is the existing policy that's being reviewed.
One of the things that I find alarming is that they use the city vehicles for personal use. I've gotten many a complaint from different ones taking their kids to school, dropping their kids off at school. It brings up numerous questions. One, we're paying them to take their kids to school. They're using city equipment to take their kids to school. And at the same token, if anything happens, who's liable? I mean, yeah, it says on here about they have to have insurance as well. But in our society today, that everybody is so sue happy and everybody's trying to make a quick buck. And no offense, Brian, but lawyers willing to help. But Brian, from your experience, do you think that if there was a person in that vehicle and they got hurt, that they could not in any way sue the city?
No, they would sue the city.
Pardon?
They would sue the city.
So why would we put ourselves at that risk?
Well, Alderman, I think you might be more alarmed to recognize that our current policy allows you to use it for personal use. There is no limit stated in our policy, only that you submit to the city for IRS purposes that you use that vehicle for personal use. So if I had a take-home truck and I wanted to go haul rock all weekend and maybe do it for pay on my own, right now, your current policy allows you to do that. All I have to do is tell Linda that I spent 50 miles, she needs to report to the IRS that I need to claim on April 15th that I got the personal value of the use of that vehicle. We are removing that and tailoring it in accordance with what our peer cities do to a very de minimis, incidental use to the commuting back and forth to and from work. So, for instance, if you had to drive home from work in your city vehicle, my wife says, hey, pick up groceries at the store, or make a 2-mile detour to grab something from the post office, you can do that under this new policy. Currently, you drive wherever, as long as you tell Linda that, hey, I drove it, here's my miles, charge me for it at the end of the year. Now, the issue of the passenger, again, most of our peer cities allow for, and most of it probably has to do with, school-aged children or something of that nature. If you've got an employee who has to take his kid to daycare or work on the way in the morning, if he's got to go take his personal vehicle to take the kid to school, come back into his city vehicle, go back out to work, it's quite an inconvenience, logistically not very advantageous. Most cities that we've looked at allow, again, incidental to that commute, the opportunity for me to say, drop your kid off at school, pick them up on the way home. Now, our current policy also states that if something happens and you are covered, you're going to be covered by your personal insurance if it is a personal use. We currently, our policy doesn't currently require that insurance be provided to prove that coverage. So we have added that into our policy this year that if you have a take-home vehicle, you must also show that we have personal coverage of that vehicle in the event that an accident occurs and you're using it for any personal reason. Obviously, we may get sued, but our argument would be we have a strong policy about when you can and can't use that vehicle, and that you, by signing that take-home waiver, understand that you and your insurance, which you provided and keep on file, will be liable for that coverage. You can sue anybody for anything, that's true, but we're tightening this up so that the city's covered. We are guaranteeing that we have the insurance coverage, and we are tightening it up so that we see less complaints about personal use of vehicles, because right now, it's very wide open. Other than we don't allow people in the vehicle. Other than that, if I want to drive down to Florida and to take them on the weekend and pick up, a truckload of fish or crawdads or whatever, go fishing trip, there's nothing to stop me. Again, as long as I tell Linda I put 2,500 miles on the log, and she can tell the IRS I owe her 70 cents a mile for that. Or not owe her, but rather owe the IRS. So that's what we try to accomplish. We think this is very tight. It's going to be an improvement. I've heard some of the concerns, which is one of the reasons why we're doing this, is that this will make it very clear to our employees what they are not to be doing with city vehicles. Personal use is only incidental to the commute.
I think when we first brought this up, it was for the police department to take the police cars home, and then it somehow or another got modified to the public works, Do they all take a truck home? Because you don't know what tools they're gonna need for what equipment they may need before they look at the situation.
I don't know when the public work versus police take-home started. I can tell you that emphatically, especially during the wintertime, public works comes out on calls more than the police officers do, getting called in. I mean, every water main break, every sewer pump that goes down, the grinder station goes down, we have guys that are out almost every night on their own, taking their personal, not their personal, but their take-home vehicles from home to respond to those calls. So I would assume that's why the board and the city did that a few years ago, but certainly it has shown that the use of public works take-home vehicles it's very important, and it's utilized often for those emergency purposes.
Any other questions on this item? Chair will entertain a motion to approve the 7B.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Second. All right.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Horner, second by Alderman Laws. Any debate, discussion? I'll ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Horner,
Yes.
Huffman,
Yes.
Laws,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Peter,
No.
Junior. Yes.
Motion carries, thank you. Citizen comments. And first up, we have Eric Tapley, Lincoln County Highway Department. I'd like to speak to us about Prop 1.
First off, thank you guys for giving me a few minutes to be here tonight. It's a pleasure to be here. First of all, I want to come here and I want to talk to you a little bit about Lincoln County Proposition 1. It's on the April 7th ballot coming up here in a couple of months. So Proposition 1 is a renewal of the existing 0.5% countywide sales tax that provides for the maintenance and improvement of all Lincoln County Highway Department and also the Ellsbury Special Road District roads, bridges, and all that for a 10-year period. This is not a new tax, nor a tax increase. It's just simply a renewal of the existing tax, which was first approved in 1996, and has since been reapproved in 2006 and in 2016 successfully. The current 10-year tax ends on March 31st, 2027. That's why the county commissioners have since put it on the ballot to get it reapproved. So a little bit about some of the statistics here. Lincoln County Road and Bridge Department maintains approximately 480 miles of roads in the county, 88 bridges, and 42 low water crossings. The Ellsbury Special Road District maintains approximately 100 miles of roads, 41 bridges, and box culverts. Last year, in 2025, approximately 38% of the expenditures, the money came from the sales tax received for the Lincoln County Highway Department, which was just over $3 million out of our $8 million budget. 59% of the Ellsworth Exposure Road District, a much higher percentage of their funding came from the existing absent sales tax, much more critical to their operations. This is a very substantial amount of funding for each operation. Safe roads and bridges are very vital and important for Lincoln County economic development growth as a whole. It's very important for our schools to transport our loved ones and kids to and from school safely over many miles of roads and bridges. It's also very critical to our emergency responders and emergency personnel. And also for every one of us that's traveling our system day to day, all of us. So I please ask you to take a little time to review the information before you and that you see out there. And I have some with me. If anyone would like some additional information and facts about that, I can provide that. Or actually, you could even contact one of the county commissioners, or I'm open at any point in time to contact anyone. You can contact me by phone, email, in person, and I will stay after the meeting if anyone would like to discuss any more details about what Proposition 1 is. And I really want to thank you guys for your time today. I'd love to speak on this issue. It's very near and dear to my heart. As I've been with the County Highway Department for going on 29 years, and I was hired on as a result of the first initial tax increase that came in, and it started getting collected on April 1st of 97, and I was hired on April 7th of 97. So as a result, I've worked my way up through the ranks, and I've now become a new position in Lincoln County recently that was a few years ago. It was created as director, taking on more oversight of the budget and other operations there and day-to-day activities away from some of the commissioners, and I'm kind of overseeing more of the day-to-day operations and what we do there. And I think we've seen a good return on that. And I do want to say big thanks to Chief Taylor. I know that name, everyone knows that name. Thank you for a good, long, distinguished career. And also Ryan Rockwell, who I know very well. Congratulations on your appointment. He will do you guys very well. I know him very well. Good, thanks.
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Can I ask, what's your name again? I didn't catch that.
Eric Tapley.
Stafford?
What's that? Tapley. T-A-B-L-E-Y.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, that's all we have for citizen comments. Let's move on to unfinished business. New business, bill number 1451, an ordinance approving the final plat of Rose Place subdivision, City of Troy. City of Troy, Missouri, PZ 25-0017. Second reading, bill number 1451, an ordinance approving the final plat of Rose Place subdivision, City of Troy, Missouri, PZ 25-0017. Chair will entertain a motion.
Make that one. I'll take it.
I'll do the second.
Okay, we have Alderman Laws and Alderman Dooner. Any questions or comments? Call the roll, please.
Laws?
Yes.
Wallace?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
Buhner? Yes. Horner?
Yes.
Huffman?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the chair will entertain a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Dooner and Huffman.
Buhner? Yes. Horner?
Yes.
Huffman?
Yes.
Laws?
Yes.
Wallace?
Yes.
Peter?
Yeah.
Motion carries. Thank you. That does conclude the open session, so like anyone who'd like to stay for the reception, we have cake and punch in the back, so make yourself at home, and we will be along shortly.